the TV that you watch during leisure, the lights that illuminate your room, and the computer you're watching this video on all require energy to work. Now, energy can be in the form of electrical energy or chemical energy in the form of batteries. Now, similarly, plants require energy to perform various functions. Coal is the primary source of electricity. Similarly, in plant cells, glucose is the primary source of energy. Now, for coal to produce electricity, first it needs to be broken down in the coal mines, and the breakdown of coal is done manually by laborers and also through machines in a multi-step process. Similarly, in plant cells, glucose is broken down in the cytoplasm. Now, this process of breaking down of glucose or glucose lysis is known as glycolysis, where glyco comes from the word glucose and lysis means breakdown. So, just like coal is broken down in a multi-step process manually as well as with the aid of machineries, similarly, glucose is broken down in a multi-step process aided by enzymes which are biocatalysts, and I'm sure you studied in chemistry about catalysts which accelerates the reaction but itself does not get altered chemically. So these enzymes help the breakdown of glucose into pyruvic acid. Now, glucose is a 6-carbon compound. See, this is the chemical structure of glucose. These black bead-like structures that you can see are the carbon atoms. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms. Now, during glycolysis, when glucose is broken down into pyruvic acid, see, the 6-carbon glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of 3-carbon pyruvate. So pyruvate is a 3-carbon compound. So during glycolysis, glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate and a small amount of energy is released during this entire process. Now, after the breaking down of coal, coal is supplied to the powerhouses for energy generation. Similarly, after breakdown of glucose in the cytoplasm during glycolysis, this broken down glucose is sent to the mitochondria of the cells, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Now see what is happening. Glucose is breaking down in the cytoplasm and then it is entering the mitochondria. Now after entering the mitochondria, let us see what happens. So glucose gets broken down into pyruvic acid in the cytoplasm, and then pyruvic acid along with oxygen forms carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of ATP. So like glycolysis, even this process is a multi-step pathway. And every step is aided by enzymes which are biocatalysts. So in this process, pyruvate is broken down into carbon dioxide, water, and energy which is formed in huge amounts in this step. This multi-step process by which pyruvate breaks down to form a huge amount of energy was discovered by this scientist known as Hans Krebs, and so this multi-step pathway is known as the Krebs cycle. So this process by which glucose forms a large amount of energy in a two-step process, first glycolysis in the cytoplasm and then Krebs cycle in the mitochondria, is known as respiration. This is the complete equation of respiration. See, this is glucose. Its formula is C6H12O6. Glucose together with oxygen, 6 molecules of oxygen, forms 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water, and large amounts of energy.